Financial strategy to be in the top 1%. What is the top 1%? Well, that's over $400,000 per year into your bank account. Okay, do you understand? All right, good. All right, so how do you do financial strategic planning? Well, it's actually more simple because you don't want to be complexly thinking about your intricacies of your income, because that's more time, mental waste, efficiency, not on your brain. Because you want your money to be like, all right, I have this amount of money to spend, and that's it. Okay, so budgeting. All right, it is important to track what you're spending for the short term, or whatever term you want to define, because you're a human and you've got a brain, and if you use it, you'll be amazed at what you can do with it. All right, so simply put, the old model is to track your expenses. Okay, now I have $7 because that's 30% of what I can spend on my from my income, that I can spend $7 on my sock collection. All right, and then I've got 30% on my housing, which is less. I overshoot that one because it secretly saves me money, because I know that my consistent pay is probably 21%, so I'm already saving 7%. That's a quick hack. Wow. Anyways, back to it. Alrighty. I thought you knew it, but if you go incrementally $0 cost budget system, it'll get you there, and the goal is not to stay there. The goal is to understand why you're there. All right. So that's a good goal. Do that for 6 months so you can understand, maybe even 9 months if you're thinking about it, because if you do that, then you'll have a good clear resolution on what your spending income, your expenses is. And then what you need to do after that is transition into this model. All right, you understand? You hear it? Okay, good. Now that I got you with me, all right, what you need to do is simply put what your clear defined resolution is. Let's just say you make income of $6,000 a month, which is not hard if you think about it. Okay, let's go back to the modern man. All right, $2,000 a month, and your expenses are $1,500. All right, let's just make it that simple. All right, because people think short term when you can easily think, all right, let's boost my multiple and we'll be all right. All right, just think bigger. That's what the big boy says up down in Florida. I think that's where he is. 10x, right? All right, 30x. Why not? Why are you settling for 10? All right. Anyways, that's where I come from. All right. Anyways, well, you're sitting in there and you're like, hey, look, I've got my resolution. I know that I spend on, you could even do it for month to month, year over year, 12 months. I noticed last May, I spent $1,500. All right, let me put that $1,500 in a different savings account, and only carry around that card for that checkings account. So I've got one card, and when that money's out, well, you're in the creek. Your steps in the creek. That's what they say down here. And when then you get to the next month, and all right, look, you've already saved $500. All right, then your income comes in, you get hit with that $2,000, and you're like, woo, I can finally eat. And then because you did bad, you at day 13 of that month, you decided that you were going to get a nice little boutique shopping, and you're like, I do need my nightstand because I can't believe that I have to reach down by my bed and put my phone on the ground. I need it. It needed it. And so well, here's the thing. That's what cost you. And now you're sitting at zero. Okay, to clearly put it, let me just come back to you. Clearly put it, all you need to do is a simple, put money, your expected budget, that's what it's called, the budget, into a different savings account, all right, or a different checkings account. Let me be clear on that, checkings account. $1,500 of that monthly expenses goes into a different, and once you spend up that, well, that's it, all right? You won't spend more than you make, right? You won't, because you have limited yourself to that debit card, all right? But you secretly know that you've got money over here and you don't want to touch it, that. And then if you live on this philosophy, that's your emergency fund. And if you actually do need an emergency, then you're a human and you need to breathe, you need to eat, and you need to. But it'll put you on a mindset, because then look, you didn't spend that extra $3 that would have be, because you didn't have that $3 on you. And that's the secret to doing it. And then if you do this over and over and over again, well, look at that. You can finally buy that nice, white tee that you've always been looking for. And then that can go with your sock collection, and then your sock collection can go more. Then you build it up to a brand, and you can sell that for, a nice pretty penny, and then you can buy whatever you want, because money's about buying what you want. It's voting where your life is, and that's all you need to do if you want to be in the super wealthy, the retrospectful individual, and then that's just how you do it month-to-month basis. And then we'll get back to you on how you do the other stuff, but let's just keep it simple. All right, let me wrap it up, because I know a lot of you got confused, did like me. All right, simple. Put it in this system. You make $2,000. You bring it home. I don't know what you were doing, but you bring it home, right? You say, I'm gonna take this much of it and put it over here, and then this much of it and put it over here, right? And so you got 2 bank accounts. More, what you need is that your money needs to come into the savings account, right? And then you shift via Zelle or Venmo or wire transfer, probably a different bank. That's what you need to do. Or you can do it like the old folks. Take the cash out, put it in a different bank account. I know that will be a burden on you, and humans like to solve burdens, and then that's what you'll do. Okay, to clearly put, then it comes into your savings, you take the big chunk and put it into the other account, you carry that card around, and then boom, that's all you got. All right, if you want to whiskey biscuit it, then all what you need to do is have a credit card with the credit limit of that amount, and once you spend the credit limit, boom, you take that amount and you pay it off every month. That's the key. If you don't do that, then you're up the creek, right? So once you do that, boom shakalaka, it's like you're living on a coupon clipper. You don't even have to clip coupons anymore, but you already got it, because that thing's giving you 1.5% of what you spend. So that's $1 out of every $100. I guess so. That's where my math's right. All right. So every $1,000 you spend, you're saving 10. All right. There you go. You clipped your coupons, and you can be satisfied because you scratched your itch. All right. And that's how you live right there. And then you do that over and over again, and it'll get so boring that you'll have so much money, and you'll be like, "What did I do? Oh, I did that thing. All right, cool. Bye."